Hello and welcome to this review of Carlo Rossi Cabernet Sauvignon. This is a 4-liter bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. Now they're saying 40th anniversary 1975 to 2015. It's a little old label now. 12% alcohol. Ooh. Carlo Rossi Vineyards, Modesto, California. There's Charles Carlo Rossi. He passed away. But it makes sense, he was very old, in his 90s. He lived to be into his 90s. Now, on the website, they said this should pair well, come on, with steak or pork dishes. It's heavy. Steak or pork dishes. And then they say there's a recipe, they're showing a recipe, they call them a Carlo Rossi, what is it, Carlo Rossi sliders? Rossi sliders, that's what it's like, beef sliders. And there's every wine, there's a pairing and then a recipe. It's part of E&J Winery, one of your huge wineries in America. Charles Carlo Rossi was a salesman, a salesman for the company back in the 50s. He had married one of the Rossi, one of the Gallo daughters, and so he knew them real well. And they said, "Let's start a wine line after you." They did. He did the commercials, if you remember. Now they're saying on the website, it started in 1975, but then they say, well, actually it was in 1962 with Carlo Rossi Red Mountain wines, and then they sort of like revamped the line in 1975, and they said they dropped the Red Mountain, except on some of the labels they still have the Red Mountain, so it's like started in 1975, but really in 1962. They don't use Red Mountain anymore, but yet they still kind of do. All right. You see these are all around. This is a like I said, 4-liter bottle. $12.87 plus tax. That would be about $2.46 per regular size bottle, 750 milliliter. Very cheap, very inexpensive. 4,000 milliliters. That's a deep purple. No, it's a deep red. Burgundy, yeah, that's the color. Burgundy, like a 1983 Buick. 1983 silver Buick Regal with the crushed velvet burgundy interior and vinyl interior and a vinyl burgundy vinyl roof. You know, that quarter or third, covering the third of the roof. So yeah, Buick Regal burgundy color. They talk about it on the website. They say berry, something, I don't remember. Maybe it's good that I don't remember, because then I can just say what I think about it. Some alcohol legs, really. 12%, man, it's getting close to dessert wine. It goes above 14.0, it's dessert wine. But under 14.0, it's table wine, according to the United States Tax and Trade Bureau. It's rich. More grape skin than the grapefruit, honestly. More tannins. Never had it before. And there's so many I'd like to try this. A huge lineup. I think maybe I'll try the Merlot and then the blush. Tannin, dark, deep, kind of heavy grapes, heavy body, or let's say high, medium body. It's semi-dry. I mean, something like blush or the white Zinfandel or the white pink Moscato, you just gulp it down like water. This one's a little thick. a little musty, a little musky, like beefy, hearty, you know. So if you don't mind a heavy wine, sort of robust, high alcohol, 12%, you know, heading into the high alcohol. And say maybe a little chewy in the mouth. If you don't mind that, I think you'll like this. I like it a lot. Maybe I would prefer a lighter body, but it's fine. It's, I guess, what it's supposed to be. This company, Ernest and Julio Gallo, has been making wine since 1933. They're huge. They make affordable priced, okay, value priced wines like this. Carlo Rossi has always been a value priced wine. The commercials for 40 years ago talk about that. But then they have expensive ones, you know, relatively expensive E&J Estate series, and you know, so they have some that are like maybe $35, $40 a bottle, and then even higher. And then they have the brandy line. They do some spirits, not much brandy. So they do have some very high-end stuff and middle range, and then the cheap, and then they have really cheap, like some people might call the rum juice, the Night Train, which I've never tried and I don't plan on it. Night Train. The Boone's Farm, which is not even a wine anymore. It's a beer-based beverage since 1991 because of a high tax that was instituted by the government. And they have a lot of bizarre stuff in their portfolio, just like with Constellation Brands or Heaven Hill or Behringer. It's just huge. You can hardly believe it. So anyway, I like to talk about Carlo Rossi wines, but I'd rather drink it. Yo, come on down to Southeastern Louisiana. Thanks for watching this video production.